Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Cinderful Gaming livestream. As always, I'm Mr. Dadhammer, and we're working on some Demigryph Knights tonight. I've already got most of the actual Demigryphs done, and now we're starting to work on the armour. So, if you are there, let us know what's happening. I'm just going to post around and wait for some people to come and join me. I hope you're all having a good day. But nice of you to all join me, and I hope we can get some hobby done. So yeah, still plenty excited for that Cities of Sigmar book. Eventually, when they'll give us some news. And yeah, if there's anything you'd like to chat about, whether it's the new Tithe of Bones teaser, Cities of Sigmar, anything at all, don't worry, ask me any questions you have. So, let's get to work on these Demigryphs. So we're applying some lead belcher now, just to the armor panels. Get some lead belcher out on the pallet. So yeah, just gotta get all these armor plates all done nice and lead belcher done up. Hope everyone is doing well and all excited for a bunch of new releases. I am certainly excited for what's coming at Nova. That Tithe of Bone stuff is really intriguing me. So, we've got 6 Demigryph Knights here to paint up. Yeah, there is a little fish on the back of this dude. That is cool. It's like a piece of the armor, like a piece of, like a fish. It's pretty darn cool. If there is any problems at all with any audio, please let me know. So yeah, just this will take some time, just blocking in all the metallic. And we'll end up going over with a shade of Norn oil. Before I bring it back up with lead belcher and Stormhost silver. I'm hoping these guys get pretty good in the new Battletome. They're such nice models, and I've had them for so long and just been sitting there doing nothing because they're not really that great at the moment. But new Battletome might just change that all up. They did mention they're really looking to make a cavalry a thing, so we shall see. Hello to anyone who is watching me ramble on about absolutely nothing. Some really nice detail on like the armor plating of these dudes, which is fantastic. I'm not sure if you can see it all there. Sort of see like all of this is all detailed. There's like pictures and everything. I'll go back and probably pick that out in gold once I've done the armor below, just because otherwise it would take too much time to make it all, to pick out the gold and then all nice and neat before the silver. So as always with painting, building from the bottom layers up. I've done the Demigryph beneath, which is the messiest part because you get stuff on all the other bits, and now working on the armor plating with the next bit up. Really looking forward to seeing what else becomes really good, or at least just changes really in the Battletome. Quite looking forward to it. After I've got these, I'll probably start working on some more cavalry. I really would like to be able to do something cavalry heavy with the city's army. I think that'd be really cool to be able to do something cavalry themed and heavy. Adjust the camera just a bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. So you can actually see what I'm painting up. As you can see, just a production line of Demigryph Knights at the moment. There's also some other stuff that I've got over there that needs to be finished up. Some Demigryphs, not Demigryphs, Gryph Hounds. Just need a bit of dry brushing done to them and they're done, all ready for Warcry. So, just slowly but surely making my way through these guys. What is everyone out there working on at the moment? Alright. Getting there with the first dude. So I think it was decided today by me and the missus. Unfortunately, well, pretty much determined a little while ago, but I was holding out hope. But I think it's officially off the cards. Unfortunately, I will not be able to get to CanCon this year, which is a bit disappointing. It was the best Warhammer experience I've ever had last year, but unfortunately fair play comes first, and I'll have like a 2-month-old. I've got a wedding coming up and a whole bunch of other jazz, so CanCon is just off the cards this year, unfortunately. But yeah. Almost done this one. That's an easy part, as the majority of the rider is metallic. And sort of figure out what's not later and touch that up later. Fortunately, I brought these second hand and they were already, riders were already glued down, so not much I can do there, unfortunately. That is what it is. I will make do. I've been trying to get a free city done long before this Battletome came out. So these guys will be going on the Armies on Parade board as well as hopefully into my Sigmar army. I will be doing up some video reviews, hopefully quite a few battle reports when Cities of Sigmar is released properly. Going through and trying out as many different things as I can. I do own quite a large amount of the selection. I probably almost own, I would say, everything that's going to be in the Battletome. Pretty much everything that's able to be used in the Battletome. And so with that, I plan to do up some videos trying out as many different models as possible and putting as many different things on the table as possible. And that being said, if there is a particular model or particular faction within the cities you would like to see played on the channel, please let me know what you'd like to see played. And I will try and get some stuff up and on the channel. But yeah, Alright. Well, on to the next Demigryph. Another interesting thing is I've got some 40k on the way. So you can expect to see some 40k being painted up soon. I've got some Primaris Marines on the way. And yeah, quite looking forward to painting them. I moved away from 40k about 4 years ago now, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Pretty much just as 8th edition started, I just wasn't too keen. Primaris are actually a big part of that, and which I have coming Primaris, but not Primaris themselves. I don't really like the whole new fluff on Primaris and regular Marines, but from what I've read, they've sort of moved on from like the Primaris different to, it sort of seems to me like Primaris are just taking over. So I'm quite okay with that. I just want the old Marines gone now, and this is quite hilarious coming from someone who plays Cities of Sigmar, where I was probably complaining that most of my stuff went, but yeah. Quite an interesting development for me. So yeah, I'll be doing some building and lore and stuff like that on the Primaris chapter that I do, which is going to be the Blood Drinkers. I had a whole company of Blood Drinkers prior, and so it'd be quite cool to go back and do them again. Oh, thank you very much, Tina S, for subscribing. If you are watching, I just saw your notification come up. Cheers. You're great. Just painting along here. I hope to keep some people entertained or give some people something to chat along to. Just quickly hitting up my friends on Twitter. Alright. So, if there is anything that anyone at all is interested in chatting about, or having some opinions or thoughts, or even stuff I might know, please let me know. We'll always try and give as much information as I can to everyone. Interesting. I've just seen with the Demigryphs there seems to be only 2 variations of Demigryph in the kit. That's interesting. Didn't notice that until I started painting all these armor plates. Alright, slowly getting there with these. So much armor. And they probably have like a file save. But speaking of Demigryphs, like I've got here, while you can make them look the same by quite joining paint job, they all have their own unique flair and flavour, and you can do so much with them all, just to make them all really unique. And well, it makes them all really unique, and so it gives you just, it stops that thing of when you paint so many things you just end up with the same thing, you just end up getting bored of it. But with cities you can just chop and change and do little bits and pieces here and there of different things. Really think it's going to be like a bonus to like just keep myself motivated and painting the army. Yeah, I think that's a much better shot. But yeah, I just think there's going to be so much cool stuff to paint there, and I can just keep chopping it and changing and doing whatever I want. I've painted Stormcast so far, I've painted some Free Guild, I've painted some Elves, some Wanderers. Really hard for me to get bored of painting models for the armies, because then you got like all your monsters are so utterly different. Like painting a black dragon compared to an Empire Griffin, compared to a Charybdis, compared to a steam tank, you know. There's just so much, so many different things you can do in the army and paint up and hobby on. I think you're actually limiting yourself a bit by choosing to go modification, or with like the people are like, oh, I'm going to make dwarven versions of everything. I just think with that, meaning you're only ever going to paint dwarves. I mean, I love elves, but elves get boring every now and again, and I like to paint something else. So, really think like just, it'll help you hobby-wise just to play. You just won't get bored at all. Almost done. Knight number 3. Sweet. Slowly but surely making my way through all this goddamn base coating. Oh, there's a random paint rolling and always falling off somewhere. But I think once this armor's done, like the model's like 70% done at that point. The majority of it's done, and it's just picking out lots of the little details and stuff. And so to anyone chiming in, what are you hobbying on at the moment? Great to hear what you guys are doing. Or if you're not hobbying, what are you up to? Why aren't you hobbying? You should be hobbying. Just, oh wow, this front armor panel on this is fantastically detailed. It's got like a whole city sort of detailed in there, and a Grim Reaper, and oh, that's nice. That's going to be nice coming back to you later. It's probably not going to show up very well on camera. But rest assured, it looks amazing, and you should definitely get some Demigryphs and paint some Demigryphs up, because the kit is really amazing. So these guys, yeah, as I was saying before, will be going on an Armies on Parade board. I've got it set up just behind me there. Sort of like the entranceway to a free city through some ruins on its outskirts, and these guys are sort of coming out of it. Got a Garden of Moor sitting there, and a couple of Azerat Townscape, I think it's that one. So we're getting there. 2 more, then I'll put the lead belt to wash on, then I'll probably need to work on something else while the lead belt dries. I've got a wizard and some hydra and a black dragon, a bunch of different things all on the desk here that I can get working on. So we'll figure that out when we come to it. Probably going for a decent while tonight. I just need something to help me paint along. And I like to talk, so this is what I do. So I guess something else happening on the horizon is the Age of Sigmar roleplay game. I don't know if any of you are keen for that at all, but I am super excited about that. I am a massive D&D Dungeons & Dragons nerd, and cannot wait for the AOS RPG to come out, personally. But yeah, the AOS RPG, I'm really excited to see how it goes, how it plays. But there's lots of good things. We should actually have a Mortal Realms Monday coming out tonight. Eventually, once we get all the archetypes, I'm going to do some stuff talking about what they are, who they are, why they are, etc. Probably end up being a topic on the narrative show, to be honest. Slowly but surely. I hate base coating. I think it is the most boring stage of painting. I can highlight and do a whole bunch of other stuff all day long, but base coating is not my friend. But it's got to be done. Once again, almost get the goddamn papers. Alrighty. Almost forgot the head helmet, I guess, on the Demigryph again. Bloody hell. Bloody helmet. Excuse the terrible quality dad jokes. I am a dad, and it's sort of why I make the jokes, but beat the devil out of the brush. Bob Ross is a legend. But yeah, nice to see you. Just chatting away to myself most of the time. Looking forward to playing some AOS RPG when it finally comes out. Probably going to organise something for a fantasy RPG at some point as well. If you want to see some fantasy RPG for anyone who watches this or watches back at any point, go check out Encounter Roleplays, Long Hard Nights or Hard Long Nights. I forget the name of it now. Either way, there's an Encounter Roleplay Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition RPG. One of my players that we'll be doing on the AOS RPG is the GM for it, and it's pretty awesome. So go give that a watch. Knight of Blood. There we go. I was completely thinking... Oh, I'm thinking of the first supplement. That's the actual free mission. I know where I went wrong. But either way, yes. Knight of Blood. Encounter Roleplay. Go watch with my friend here GMing. Go give that a watch. I think this dude is done. 4, 2 to go. Base coating armor sucks. Alright, onto this dude. Woo. Still step by. These dudes are such awesome models. You want something good to paint, get some Demigryph Knights. I can't wait to get working into all this little detailing on these armor panels later on. Haven't got many archer. So yeah, back onto my AOS RPG talking. Can't wait to get playing it. I think it's going to be a blast of a game. The weird and wacky universe of Age of Sigmar just will really come showing and shining out. I think it's a bit more fantastical than those who would remember fantasy. So it's going to be quite a thing to behold, I think. You're going to be able to do some amazing things. And I'm going to be able to do some amazing things to people. Never revealed much on the way of enemies yet, but I am quite looking forward to seeing what enemies I can use against my players. It's going to be quite a bit of cool stuff to do. Quite a few cool archetypes out that they've revealed already. They seem to have given a decent spread of characters. And there's a custom archetype creator or something, I believe, in the rules, the core rules. So looking forward to using that. We've got one player that wants to make a custom archetype, and I think that's all really that I'll be having that's custom on the stream. Most of my other players will be taking ones straight out of the normal ones. I've got quite a few cool people going to do the stream with me, some experienced game masters and players in their own rights, and I hope I do well enough for such good company that I'm going to be having. Of course I'll have my co-host Andrew from the Age of Sigmar narrative show. I forgot the name of my own show. I'll have Mr. Mephisto. I'll have Lady Foxfire. Or as she's in the comments there, Miss Charlotte Hamilton. She'll be joining me. And good old Ash McEwen, Mr. Nighthaunt Man himself, and runner of Devoted of Sigmar. From anyone who knows a bit about the Australian tournament scene would probably know Ash pretty well. And so they'll all be joining me. I'll probably have another player or two by the end to announce. But I'm really looking forward to running and getting that up and going. Can it just come out already, please? Slowly but surely getting there. Not many left to go now. If you have any questions at all about anything relating to the Age of Sigmar RPG, any Age of Sigmar questions at all, feel free to shoot me some questions so I have something to talk about while I do this and ramble on about it. Oh, that was some other cool news actually on the RPG. If you haven't seen that, Cubicle 7 got the... Oh well, catch you later, Charlotte. Have a good one. Chat soon, I'm sure. So, yeah, back on to chatting about the RPG, what I was going to say. Those who haven't seen, there's been like a bit of RPG stuff happening from Cubicle 7. They have got the Wrath and Glory, which is the newest 40k RPG. And they've just released cover art for the updated edition of it, which was really, really nice. That was a really nice piece of art. And they revealed a special edition for a One Ring book coming out. Both of which I hope to get on the channel eventually. Lord of the Rings is another miniature game I'm looking at getting into. I feel variety is the spice of life now. I've got quite a decent Age of Sigmar collection. Cities of Sigmar is my Battletome. I don't see me getting many other things, or investing heavily all of a sudden in many things after Cities of Sigmar for a while. investing in Warcry, so I have Warcry stuff coming up, and it's now settled into the new place, settled into this new house, and so we can hopefully start to really pump out some Age of Sigmar content for you all, especially in the form of battle reports. And yeah, battle reports, I'll probably do like a few different ones. Cities of Sigmar will most certainly be a lot more competitive minded. They are my army that I plan to run going forward in a competitive meta, in a competitive scene. So I'll try, whether or not they're actually competitive, I don't know, but I'm gonna run them in competitive games. I mean, it hasn't stopped me before. I mean, I took Scourge Privateers and I still have a positive win rate at events with Scourge Privateers. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with Cities of Sigmar. Really intrigued by the whole thing they told us of the like general and advisors sort of thing. I'm really intrigued as to how and what that might be. Of course, we're still waiting to see when our Battletome is actually going to be released, because now we've got Aeronautica Imperialis, which is, I don't want to say I buy it, because I say I buy everything, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, planes are cool. Remember when Flyers came into main game 40k, it was a big thing for me. I was just like, this is cool, I want more of this. There's an actual game to play with Flyers. Pretty intrigued by that. But anyway, back to Cities of Sigmar. Yeah, just waiting to get the news of when my Battletome will be released, some information to come out. That being said, there were some rumours flying around. We haven't heard much back on them, so we don't know whether there's any meat to them at all, or maybe they're talked about in the WhatsApp group, and then all of a sudden Ben Johnson made a few snide remarks about him, and we are all assuming now that the man responsible has been drawn and quartered and murdered and thrown off the bridge by Ben Johnson. He hasn't really, I'd take up, just, he hasn't really killed anyone. This is a joke. But yeah, so those rumours were going along the lines of, there was not going to be individual city allegiances and stuff, artifacts and spells. It would sort of be like one list that you choose from the Battletome, and then there'll be allegiance abilities for each city, but all the factions will keep their allegiance abilities as well. So like Wanderers will still be Wanderers, and Dark and Covens will still be Dark and Covens. So have to wait and see what happens there with that. There were other things like Phoenix. There'll be sort of factions will be split up into Free Guild, and the Elves are getting merged into just Phoenix Temple, Wanderers, Dark and Covens, and Scourge Privateers. But yes, as always, thank you to anyone at all watching. It's been lovely chatting to everyone. I'll probably still be on here for another hour or so painting away, if not longer. Can't wait to be finished all this metal on this last dude, wash them all, and then I can go do something a bit more fun. I might do some more work on the battle wizard I got there. And start some work on the Veritant there. I've got a black dragon there as well. I always have lots of things on the painting desk, means I can sort of jump between things as I do things, because I can get a black wash on these and it'll be pretty hard to do most of the model. Well, there's such a large amount of wash drying on these models, and it's particularly cold here in South Australia at the moment, so washes aren't drying particularly fast. I think it's just a good way to paint, and a good tip I would give to anyone is just have a few things on your painting table at once, so you can just sort of swap in and out of what you want to do. You can always pick something up, and as you put washes down on something, or you're waiting for something to dry, you can pick something else up and go do it. And come back to what you were working on. Alrighty. So something else to talk about. What I've going to be doing on AOS Shorts with Mr. AOS Shorts Dan is we're going to be working on a Age of Sigmar directory, newsletter and TV guide. So what it aims to be is a place where you can go and find channels that do what you're looking for. Excuse me. Channels that can do what you're looking for, whether it be painting tutorials, tacticas or battle reports or narrative stuff. Whatever it is you're looking for, you'll be able to look it up and find something that you want. There will also be a TV guide which talks about which will fill in all the regular shows that appear every week. So stuff like Warhammer Weekly, my own narrative show, Honest Wargamer, down under Sigmar by iOS Coach. And other things like that, and so it aims to be like a one, and then there'll also be a weekly wrap up, which I'll get working on for this weekend whenever I decide to make this week start, I guess. And so we aim to make that like a one-stop place you can find exactly what you're looking for in Age of Sigmar. The Age of Sigmar community's content. We'll also do weekly, as the newsletter comes out, the newsletter will also be like focusing, have some in-depth chats about particular channels and blogs and such. Just really helping people, because if you don't know, I run quite a few of the Age of Sigmar pages, including the big AOS page on Facebook, and I'm all about just giving the community ways to find the information they want easily, and really just growing the community. I just like seeing the community grow in itself. I'll do what I can to help it grow. So with that being said, like, I hope this will be something that people can use as like a one-stop place to find exactly what they're looking for. They can go to this place, go, oh, I want to look up battle reports, but I want competitive battle reports, and you can find exactly what you're looking for, and you get directed to channels that focus in on direct battle reports. They can go, I want to read about I want some narrative content about Stormcast, and you can look up and find, oh, this person did Stormcast narrative content. If you are in the chat, please say hi, let me know you're listening, and if you've got any questions or anything you'd like to hear my thoughts on, give me a whiz, ask away. Always happy to answer questions for the community. Nearly there, thank God. Getting quite bored of base coding metal. Happens when you yeah, it's not something, doing the same menial tasks is not something I'm very good at. I can highlight all day and do like detailing all day, but base coding just kills me. But there is method to why I do, like, then there's ways I found to get around this though. and it's by doing areas one by one. So what I'll do is I'll start the armor and I will finish the armor entirely and just do sections of the model, so the model looks more and more done every time I put paint on it. This also means I know where I'm painting, I know how far I've got to go, I know the bits. For me, it really does help keep the painting motivation there that would otherwise stray. Just the helmet to go on this one, and we are done all the metal base coating. Hooray! And we just got to wash it all, but that is not anywhere as near a time consuming job as the base coating. So when we get to washing this, we're going to wash it with non-oil because that is the best wash to use on metals or on metal, gunmetal. Oh, bit of the back. All right. Alright. Now the trick is finding a manual oil wherever I put that. Not oil. Oh, seem to have missed a bit on a couple of these Demigryphs, which is unfortunate. So not quite up to the normal oil yet. I missed like the collar bits on them. Too excited. Yeah, just annoying missing bits, just slows down the progress a bit. I guess I should sort of come back and watch them last. So, now we're onto the wash. Alright, so let's get this wash applied. No. It's just putting a wash down is just such a satisfying feeling. It makes the model look so much more done than it is. It's like I say, liquid talent. But we'll be bringing the silver right back up on the vast majority of it. It's and slowly but surely these models look a hell of a lot more done than what they are. You can start to see all the details coming out of it as well. Well done. Just so much quicker a stage than base coating something, but our models will look good for it. Of course, you can't speed up this process on metallics because there is no contrast for metallics. So it just is what it is. But yeah, slowly but surely getting, well, not slowly anymore, they're smashing through this particular stage of it, painting these Demigryph Knights. Should hopefully have them done over the next few days, hopefully by the end of the week I would say. Then we'll get working on probably another cavalry unit and then move over onto probably finishing the monster there. I've got some Dark Riders I want to paint. I really like the models for the Dark Riders and I want to include them in my Cities of Sigmar army. I have no idea how good they'll be, but I just want to be able to include them because they are cool as hell models. Alright, getting somewhere. What have I got done? Cities of Sigmar board. I need to paint more troops effectively. I've got a bunch, and probably a monster or two for the display, for my armies on parade display. I've got currently 10 Wildwood Rangers, a bunch of different characters, like smaller characters, cannon, some Stormcast troops on there, so some more elite models. We have the Demigryphs on there, some Dark Riders. I'll probably get some Free Guild done on there as well. And there's probably a couple of monsters and some bigger units in there as well. So it's like these Demigryph Knights, some cavalry. And have them all in a nice unified scheme to really show off like what a cool scheme can do. I'm hoping I can make armies on parade. It won't be long after my son is born, but I think I can swing going away for an hour rather than going to a tournament or something. I use it as my I just want to go my break day. We generally do that with the kids. Break days are good. You know, I'll give the wife a day where she can go out, she can go do girl stuff or whatever she wants to do, which is important. Like, it's important that she gets some time to herself and to do stuff that she wants to do. 9 times out of 10 she just says, I want to be with the kids, but you sort of just force her out the house at that point and just make her go get a haircut or go out for coffee with some friends or whatever. She comes back saying, while she missed the kids, it was a great day. Life lessons there for everyone. How to keep a woman happy. Yeah, I've already smashed down about 4 of these dudes in the time it took me to probably have all 6 of these done. With the wash and the time it took me to base coat like 1 with the armour. Alrighty, almost there. Bloody hell. When you find spots you missed. Come back to him in a sec. We'll just quickly finish these two, and the paint should be dry on him by the time I finish washing these, that we can go back and just finish his wash. Bloody hell. Just another patch. You cannot win. It's the same arm and spot that I missed on the other one as well. What's this one? Okay, he's got the spot done. Oh dear. But yeah, we're getting there. Probably gonna head off soon. Got some stuff I need to do. But yeah, I'd like to thank everyone who has stuck around and watched me ramble on and paint models. Thank you very much for doing so. Hopefully I'll be back to getting around to putting a lot more content out on the channel very soon. In particular with all this Cities of Sigmar stuff I'm painting up. And yeah, just giving more back to the community that is so amazing to me. So, finish up this dude and flick it off. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I will catch you all again real soon. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and catch you all very soon. Thank you.